Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your weekly reading. Sorry it's up a bit late guys, it's just that I was inundated with other stuff. So we're going to do your week ahead check-in for your current self theme of the week. We're looking for the Anna K Tarot to tell us that. We're also using the key goal, obstacle to overcome and major accomplishment for the week that you could be making is Ellen Dugan's Witches Tarot. And for what to avoid, what to embrace, and where to find support if you need it, the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot, amazing deck. Spiritual advice, the answer is simple, by Sonia Choquette. And for your last reading, which is the 15 card, looking at other general energies, love, finance, and work, we use the Spirit Within Tarot by Stephen Bright. And then your spiritual guidance through that particular reading is the Angel Answers by Doreen and Radley Virtue. Okay, let's go on with your reading, and we're going to speed up the shuffle. Okay, hi Leo, we've got you reading out. If you saw me turn the cards around, it's because I'd accidentally put them on upside down facing me, because the camera face is in on the desk. They needed to be turned around so you guys could see them, okay, because I put them the wrong way up for you guys. So, who are you this week, Leo? You are the Five of Swords. Tricky card to explain, because you never really know who is who on the card with the Five of Swords. I mean, you could easily be this person here with the Five of Swords. You know, and if you are the Five of Swords person, because it's called the Five of Swords because, you know, fives represent challenges, and after challenges come positive change. But, you know, you've got two factors to the Five of Swords. One is that you've got a pretty mean individual here who is oppressing two people. And usually because it's swords, somebody is oppressing someone through words and action. So usually when you get a Five of Swords dude, he's really unkind. He's verbally quite abusive, verbally very manipulative as well. So he's the type of person who'll say, oh, well, you know, for example, if he's got a beautiful girlfriend, he doesn't want her to leave, but she might be a little bit overweight, he'll use her weight as a way to keep her where she is. So he'll say, oh, well, you can go if you like, but, you know, you're a bit big, aren't you? Or who's going to want you? That type of thing. He's the type that will use really nasty verbal language to make sure that his partner is kept down. If you're, you know, and it might be some of you guys this week are feeling, it depends on what you are and who you are here. And we're going to find that out as we go through the reading, which side you're on. Because you're either, unfortunately, the oppressor, Five of Swords. But then, you know, we never know whether this man is doing wrong or right. These people might have been right bastards. He might have been catching them, you know. Depends. You can clearly see he's got a sword and he's keeping them down. He's holding, and they look absolutely frightened to death. So some of you guys might be feeling rather kind of fearful and oppressed by other people's words and actions this week, or you might be doing it to others. Let's have a look at what the theme of the week is about. Right, the theme of the week is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess can be to do with intuition, knowledge, hidden aspects is the High Priestess. She's, again, the cards, what I'm feeling on this reading already when I'm doing it is that there is just so many facets. Because the theme of the week can be about you relying on your intuition here. Maybe somebody's trying to oppress you this week. Maybe you're feeling oppressed because the theme of the week is all about your intuition. High Priestesses don't usually speak, but they're all about knowing stuff. So with the High Priestess, I mean, the theme of the week, it could be a person as well, potentially about, this reading's about. But also this could be about tapping into that old intuition, as kind of, you know, cheesy as that sounds. All about tapping into your intuition with the High Priestess energy here. Allowing your intuition to guide you with the High Priestess energy showing here. This could also be about something hidden and some form of secret. Let's have a look at what your key goal for the week is, Leo. Alright, so your key goal for the week is the Devil. And it's interesting, if you look at both cards, the Devil, which is called the shadow side on this deck, and this card here, you can see two people in control. Well, the Devil here is trying to take control, but these two people are trying to shun themselves. So it's almost like these two people are the two people on this card here. I feel that you show as being these people here on the Devil. I think that the shadow side, I think that the key goal for you is to shade yourself from the temptation of the Devil, because I think that there are temptations out there for some of you Leos, and what your key goal is to shade yourself, to cover yourself, to hide yourself from the temptation, from the control of the devil. Probably the devil is this third swordsman here, and it looks to me like these two people here, which is you, Leo, is this here. So it might be that this week you are actually feeling a little bit oppressed, but your key goal is to try and hide, or cover yourself, or detach yourself from some form of controlling energy, or from some form of allurement, or from some form of seduction with the devil energy. That's what I'm getting from this card here. I don't think that your key goal is to be that devil. I just don't feel that. I feel strongly that you're these two people here and these two people here. What is your obstacle that you need to overcome? The Queen of Swords. So I think, Leo, you're dealing with a person here. I think that this person, this Queen of Swords, is probably this person here. All right. I feel that this Queen of Swords is not only the devil, but they're the third swordsman as well. So I'm seeing the Queen of Swords. I think the obstacle you need to overcome is somebody's words. That's what I think you need to overcome. Because the Queen of Swords, when she's upright, she's not actually a nasty person. When she's in the reverse, she's nastier. Because she's saying things that aren't coming from a place of wisdom. And in the upright, she's quite a wise lady, this lady is. And usually when she speaks, Leo, she speaks truth. That's what the Queen of Swords tends to do. Yeah, I mean, she can be a bit blunt, I won't lie. She can be blunt and kind of, she doesn't really have a filter. So she's kind of, you do this, you do that. But I think that what you need to overcome is a particular person around you who's very blunt with you, and somebody who's kind of, and this person can also be very kind of, because she's, of all the queens, this woman is probably the most vocally, and, well, not necessarily. I mean, the Queen of Wands is she's a pretty tough chick as well, to be honest. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, they're the toughest queens in the tarot as far as I'm concerned, because they're both extraordinarily assertive females, yeah? This one with her language, her communication, but also her objectivity as well. And the obstacle that you might need to overcome as well is how somebody objectifies you with this Queen of Swords energy. But remember, but then the objectivity of the Queen of Swords is according to what she sees. It might not be according to anybody else. So it might be the obstacle you need to overcome. It could be two things. It could be the words of an individual. They might be well meant, but they might also be a little bit difficult to swallow because they're so blunt. So you might need to overcome the obstacle because somebody's being very blunt with you, but nevertheless she should be quite honest. But also it might be the obstacle you need to overcome is how somebody is objectifying you with that Queen of Swords energy showing in the upright here. And this will be her truth and not necessarily yours. What is it that you could be accomplishing? Well, the Seven of Coins, and if you're accomplishing the Seven of Coins, you're seeing the rewards for hard work filter through, because this is seeing the fruits of your labour. So what you could be accomplishing this week is that you're starting to see the fruits for your labour with that Seven of Coins. There's all sorts of meanings with the Seven of Coins energy. Sometimes this is having finished the work with the Seven of Coins and now you're taking the break. So for some of you guys, it might be that you're accomplishing a break with that Seven of Coins. You've put work in, you've planted the seeds, and now you can just sit back and watch, and see what comes about from it. We're still trying to kind of match up all the story together here. And some of you guys, you're seeing the fruits of all your hard work and all of your hard labour showing up here. I feel this week that some of you guys are feeling a little bit oppressed, to be honest with you, with that Five of Swords energy. And it's all about, I think, with this High Priestess energy, I think it's something to do with what your intuition is telling you with this High Priestess energy. I think it's something to do with intuition here, but I think it's what your intuition is telling you to do. And I feel that your goal is to not be distracted, because can you see how they're hiding their face from the devil? Well, the devil is acting as a distraction. So I feel that your goal is not to be distracted by this devil, by this person who's trying to oppress you, because your intuition is telling you something here. Maybe this is something to do with some work that you're doing, because what you're accomplishing is you're finished planting some seeds, but it's almost like somebody's telling you in these two cards, don't do it. And it might be that you need to overcome the obstacle of somebody's words. It's not how they objectify you, but it could be, because I get the impression that somebody doesn't have much faith. So I think two things. It might be one thing that you need to overcome with the Queen of Swords as an obstacle is how somebody objectifies you. They kind of see you as cut and dried, which it can be the sword energy as well, where it's kind of, it cuts down the middle, you see. So on the one hand, it's black, on the one hand, it's white. There's no grey areas, and it might be that you need to overcome the obstacle because somebody doesn't see your depth. Somebody doesn't see your layers, your hidden layers. Somebody only sees you two-tone. They only see you either as this or either as this. They don't see other things about you. And the other things about you are in here, the Seven of Coins, what you've been planting, what you've been working on. So you might need to overcome that somebody only sees you in two ways. They don't see you in, they don't see you in the way that you truly are. They either see you as black or they see you as white. They don't see you as, what's going on in between, and they don't see those hidden talents that you have as well. The other obstacle that you might need to overcome is that because of that, this person speaks to you, and it's the words that they say to you. Because those words, whilst they're probably well-meaning with the Queen of Swords being in the upright, they are very, very blunt. And the words of the Queen of Swords, if they're very blunt, they can really take a hit on the old confidence. So I get the impression that you guys, you're having your confidence demeanored here by the third swordsman, Five of Swords energy, and your goal is not to get distracted by that, because you need to overcome the obstacle that this person's being really blunt with you. They're objectifying you as black or white. They're not seeing the hidden layers that you actually have, but you are accomplishing finally with that Seven of Coins, planting those seeds. So we're seeing you actually, I don't think that you're seeing fruits of your labours, but I see that you're getting some work done regardless of what somebody else is telling you here. What is it that you need to avoid for the week? Oh my God, she showed again. Can you see how she showed up here? This is why I like using the different decks. Can you see how it showed us the Queen of Obstacle? The obstacle you need to overcome is a Queen of Swords, and you need to avoid her as well. See, two cards, same woman. You definitely need to avoid. This person's going to lower your confidence. It's definitely saying you, because she showed up the same. You definitely need to avoid that woman. Whoever or man, whoever this is, the words are going to have a knock-on effect on what you're trying to achieve within that Seven of Coins, because you're accomplishing the Seven of Coins, which is saying that you're accomplishing probably 70% of the work, or you're accomplishing finally planting all the seeds and getting something started here with that Seven of Coins. And what you're able to do now is just to sit back and see what comes of it. But you've got somebody here, and this person is your third swordsman here, and they're also the devil. This person, I don't know whether it's because they don't want you to succeed, or whether it's because they don't believe that you can succeed. You do it anyway. But there's somebody around you who either doesn't believe that you can succeed, Leo, or they don't want you to succeed, because they're running their mouth off on you. And if you need to avoid their words, because they're going to take you back. They don't like that you want to do something here. She's definitely not liking it. She's showing up twice, and it's showing up in your negative areas on the reading. Your obstacle that you need to overcome, and also what you need to avoid. Those two energies there. So you definitely need to avoid someone here who is very blunt, very blatant, and who objectifies you, because they see you as black and white. They don't see you as in between. They don't see that you've got all these other hidden talents. They're seeing you as, you either do this or you either do that, but they don't see that you've got other things about you. And because of that, and the way that they, objectify you, they are very blunt in that, and they say, oh, well, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that because of this, that, and the other. They've got no filter, and I think that you definitely need to overcome the obstacle of that person, and more than anything, just avoid them. They're showing up twice in the avoidance area. The person that you need to avoid is the Queen of Swords, and the obstacle you need to overcome is the Queen of Swords too. Definitely someone you definitely need to avoid, because they're going to lower your confidence. They really are, and they're already trying to do it there. All right, and the goal is to is to hide from this individual and not let them distract you from the course that you're on. What is it you need to embrace this week? Family, Ten of Cups energy. And you also need to embrace that, the plants that you've planted here, well, they're going to bring you much fulfillment here with the Ten of Cups energy. So the work that you started here is going to be fulfilled with the Ten of Cups as well. So you're going to get to where you want to go, Leo. But there's somebody here who could literally set you back if you listen to what they have to say to you, and that's that Queen of Swords. Definitely avoid whoever that person is, male or female, whatever that is, avoid it like the plague. Excuse me. And if you need to find support, where can you go? The Three of Cups, your friends, the people that love you. Sorry, in this deck, she also showed up some of the prototypes that she was working on when she was developing this particular deck. So that's why this particular deck, I just left them in anyway. I like this one. I might colour this in, actually. That's coming. Oh, yeah, I think I might colour that in. Yeah, I think I will, actually. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, so your friends, because this is, I don't know what her game is. I don't know what he or she's game is. I don't know what because they're trying to keep you down, Leo. Because you see in the Five of Swords, you're feeling oppressed this week. That's you. And you're these two people here, because you're the two people here. And this person with the sword is the Queen of Swords here and here. Can you see the symbol? And they're also the devil. But your goal is not to get distracted by this person is extraordinarily controlling as well, because they show as a devil. Alright, they show as a devil, so they're extraordinarily controlling, and your goal is not to get distracted by their energy, because they're putting a very kind of negative, toxic energy on you with that devil energy, and your goal for the week is to avoid that too, because you're the two people here trying to, trying to shield yourself from the rays of that devil. So your goal for the week is to shield yourself from the harmful rays of this individual, because you're showing as being oppressed. This person's trying to oppress you, because the theme of the week, it's all about your high priestess moment. It's all about what your intuition is telling you. And actually, I feel that this high priestess is more saying that the theme of the week is really to pay attention to that intuition. If your intuition tells you that you need to shield yourself from somebody who's quite toxic, that devil energy, because they're trying to put you down. And Five of Swords is the card of somebody who's trying to put you down verbally. Because the way that they objectify you need to overcome the obstacle that this person sees you as one thing or another. And because of that, the way that they objectify you, they talk to you like this. They're very blunt. They can be quite mean in the way things that they say, even though she's in the upright and she thinks she's doing the right thing because she's in the upright here. She's a law unto herself. And you also need to avoid this person here, because they are trying to put you down. I think this person's actually trying to put you down, because I see them as the third swordsman. So you need to avoid a Queen of Swords, and you need to overcome the obstacle of this person here, the Queen of Swords, trying to put you down in that Five of Swords, because you guys are literally feeling a lack of confidence because of the words that this person is saying to you. But you're not stupid, Leo, because your goal is to shun to shield yourself from this person's toxicity, from their toxic rays, because what you're accomplishing is you've got the first stage of the work done, and now you're just waiting to see what flourishes from that. And the universe is saying, well, you just avoid this idiot here, because you need to embrace that you are going to accomplish. So the tens represent accomplishment, and you are going to accomplish with the Ten of Cups energy the fulfillment of that work with the Seven of Coins. And also you need to embrace family and the people who love you. You can see written on the hand there, love. So embrace the people who love you and get support from your friends and the people that love you, because this person, obviously, I think now, at first I couldn't think what's this person's motive, but then I looked to the Five of Swords and it's told me the motive is jealousy. They want to keep you down, Leo. Fuck them off. Ignore them. Ignore this. Whoever this Queen of Swords is showing here and here, ignore them. Please ignore them this week if it resonates with you. They really are trying to put you down, and they're trying to keep you down. You need to focus on accomplishing that Seven of Coins. You've started the work. Wait to see what comes about. Embrace the ideal that you're going to accomplish what you want, but also embrace people that love you and people that support you. Showing here in the Three of Cups, you get support from your friends, not your enemies. What is the spiritual guidance for the week? Turn back. Let's have a look at what that has to say. So it's number 51. We'll just read a little bit of that. Telling you to turn back. Your ego has led you down a dead-end road. You're following lines of thought, choosing a path, aligning with others, or are otherwise involved in things that don't serve or reflect your spirit in any way. Stop moving in this direction and turn back. Ask yourself, why am I abandoning me? What am I hoping to get out of ignoring my inner truth? And I think that your inner truth is definitely the High Priestess, because that's the theme of the week. It's all about paying attention to your inner truth and your intuition this week. Because there is somebody who's trying to hold you back here. She's showing up as a third swordsman. She shows up as the Queen of Swords, and she shows up as the devil. Controlling, quite obnoxious, no filter communication, objectifies you as one thing or another, but doesn't see your talents and your skills and your depths, and is also quite controlling with that Five of Swords, especially when it comes to language, likes to put people down, you know. So this is someone here in those 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. 4 cards out of an 8 card, is it an 8 card reading, are showing a negative aspect around you in the week that you really need to avoid like the plague. Okay, and pointing to the direction of this, because your intuition is telling you to build this, because you'll have this accomplishment, and use your friends as support, not your enemies. If you're honest with yourself, you'll admit that the path you're on will do you no possible good. The ego will minimize the importance of being true to you, suggesting that it's a necessary tool of survival to go along with the group or continue to do what you're doing. But this is false and you know it. Somewhere along the way you've lost your faith and have drifted onto the wrong turf. Fortunately, it's not too late to turn back, reverse the course and get back on track. There you go. Seek the support of your soul family. That 10 of Cups and the 3 of Cups definitely is talking about your soul family. And pray for the courage to align with your spirit once again. Be decisive and swift in your choice and explain it to no one. There you go. This is what I'm saying. This person is designed to listen to you. And you've probably spoken to them before, Leo. But every single bit of information you give to this Queen of Swords, Aka Devil, Aka Third Swordsman, they're storing it up and they're using it as ammunition against you to keep you down, because this person does not want you to succeed. Okay? Explain it to no one. To follow your spirit is your divine right, and no one has the power to challenge or interfere with this. This is what I'm saying. This 1, 2, 3, 4, Queen of Swords, Aka Devil, Third Swordsman, they do not have the power unless you give it to them to interfere with what your goals are. You're going to accomplish this. This is what this person doesn't want. Remember your spirit and turn back now before you drift away any further. Do not focus on whoever this toxic individual is. I like the Queen of Swords in the upright, but backed up and aspected by that 5 of Swords and the Devil, I like her less. She's aspected by negative cards. She really is. And it's all on her side. Here and here. 5 of Swords, Devil energy. That's somebody who's very controlling and can be quite verbally abusive. And you're the 2 people here, but you know better. You know that you cannot allow yourself to be immersed in this person's power. Okay? She's not very nice because she's aspected by negative cards. No. You must focus on your intuition for the week, High Priestess. Carry on building and planting those seeds, because you need to embrace that you're going to accomplish what you are seeking with that 7 of Coins energy. Also embrace family, your soul family, your soul support with the 3 of Cups energy. And don't follow the path of this toxic individual. Follow the path of the soul family and yourself with the turn back card, okay? All right, what we're going to do now, we're going to have a quick look at your 15 card reading, Leo, and we're going to do a quick shuffle on that. So just bear with me. Okay, let's have a look at love. Sorry, general, other general energy. So we've got the home, 4 of Wands, relationships, partnerships, events, parties, celebration, 4 of Wands. 2 of Swords. I'm getting the impression that something is being cancelled here, because the 2 of Swords can be a snip. Something's being blocked out, cancelled, there's limitations, it's being cut. I'm getting a celebration being cancelled here with the 2 of Swords and that 4 of Wands. Temperance energy here. Temperance is working out the finer details, reconciling, merging, working together. 8 of Wands. So the 8 of Wands is all about speed, messages, communication, sudden changes. And the 2, I see a relationship with the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Wands speeding up. I think with the Temperance energy, some of you guys are slowing down there. You're calling things down on a relationship that's been speeding up with the 8 of Wands. Because the Temperance card means to go slowly. It means just to take your time until you find the right balance. And so I feel that some of you guys might be cancelling a meetup, because the 4 of Wands is a meetup card. I'm seeing with the 2 of Swords a cancellation. I think that it's either you, Leo, or somebody around you might be cancelling a meetup. Might be cancelling a date, potentially. It looks like love with the 4 of Wands energy. It looks to me with the Temperance energy that they've decided to slow things down. Relationship moving too fast. 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups can be a relationship that's moving too fast. So in terms of other general energies, for some of you guys, a relationship is being really going so fast, going too fast. And one of you is going to be cancelling perhaps a meetup, perhaps a date here, wanting just to slow things down with that Temperance energy just a little bit here. Let's have a look at the actual love area. We've got the 5 of Coins. So I am seeing some form of separation or feeling cut out or feeling a sense of sadness or desperation with that Five of Coins energy here. The Tower. All right, so the Tower is a breakup card. It's a sudden change. It's chaos. Sometimes it's arguments as well. Some of you, I'm seeing for love, somebody who's shutting you out, or you're shutting someone out, Leo, with that Five of Coins energy showing up here. I'm seeing a lot of disruption with that Tower energy, possibly breakups, I'm afraid, with the Tower. With a Knight of Coins. Okay, so this could be with a Virgo individual or could have been a long-term partner. So I'm seeing kind of like a breakup or some form of a separation, because Five of Coins and Tower, they both indicate separations in terms of a love reading. And this could be with a long-term partner, or more than likely this won't be a married, probably if it's a Virgo, but Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But possibly this could be a boyfriend, maybe a long-term boyfriend. I'm seeing time apart or literally separation with those cards with a Knight of Coins. Could be an earth sign or a long-term partner. The Hierophant. Okay, so Hierophants usually represent commitment within love or a marriage. Nine of Coins though, so comfortable is the Nine of Coins, but wanting to be independent, possibly wanting to be independent of a marriage or a union or a commitment. Somebody wanting to be independent, wanting to be single. What I'm seeing here is, and I wouldn't have read it like that if these cards had been different, because you can still feel valued within a relationship as the Nine of Coins energy as well. But I don't feel it's that. I feel there's an offer of commitment, but some of you guys might want to be single. So if this isn't literally a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I feel that with the coin handing itself out, because when you get coins or cups being handed out, they mean offers or suggestions, or somebody's giving you something. So what I'm seeing here is separation, Five of Coins, and that Tower. They're very similar because they talk about separation in love. Okay, this is breakup and this is separation, being pushed out. I'm getting that Knight of Coins. Might be with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but it could also be there's a separation on the cards here. But one of you wants to offer some form of a commitment. However, one of you, I think, with the Nine of Coins energy wants their independence. All right, so for love, possible celebration, possible separation, do apologise. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or long-term partner. But one of you wants to offer a union, perhaps even marriage, potentially with the Hierophant. However, one of you wants to stay independent of that with the Nine of Coins. I'm seeing some, if it's not separation, then it's definitely some form of chaos or disruption in a relationship, because one of you wants commitment, one of you wants to stay single or wants to stay independent. Work and finance. Well, it's nice. Ace of Cups in terms of work can be an invitation to a new job. Ace of Cups are an offer. King of Swords. I'm seeing a King of Swords. I'm seeing an individual offering you or coming towards you. This is a King of Swords. King of Swords is a person. And I'm going to read this as a person, Leo. And the Ace of Cups can be an invitation. I'm seeing an invitation coming from an individual here. The King of Swords energy. It's for a new job. Ace of Coins showing up here. Page of Wands. So this is a new beginning. But this could also be a lower scale job, entry-level job with the Page of Wands energy. But this could be exploring something there. But then again, the Page of Wands, and that could be you, Leo, because it's a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This could be you exploring this job with the Page of Wands. You might not be taking it as yet, but you're definitely looking into it. There's interest showing here. The Lovers, okay, needing to make a choice though, I think. What's going on here, Leo, is... you know, it's funny because those cards are kind of showing slightly to the edge. I think what could be going on in terms of work is there is an invitation, an offer coming from a King of Swords. New job is being offered to you. You got two aces. Two aces represent new beginnings. I'm seeing you as being the Page of Wands energy showing here. So, because you show as being the Page of Wands, you show as being excited, and that you're exploring this new opportunity. But I do feel with the Lovers energy that there is definitely some form of a choice that you need to make, because Lovers in work readings can also mean choices. Okay, so it looks good, it does look good, but I'm seeing somebody who is inviting you to a new job. Ace of Coins, offering you a new job. You're the Page of Wands though. You're exploring this opportunity. Can you see how you stand back from it? You're kind of like, oh, that looks interesting, yeah. But, you know, maybe you need to talk to your partner about it with the Lovers, because Lovers is ruled by Gemini, which rules Mercury, which Mercury rules, and Mercury is all about communicating. So some of you guys needing to communicate with a partner about taking a new job, and you're exploring it, but probably needing to talk to your nearest and dearest about it, you know, and it does definitely involves a choice. Let's have a quick look at what's going on with your spiritual advice. Just give me what spiritual advice you have for Leo this week. What spiritual advice do you have for Leo this week in 3 cards? Not 3 cards. Don't give me 3. Give me more than 3 if you want. Just give me the spiritual advice in a coherent sentence. Right, so it's, oh wow, a year from now, that's interesting. You'll be choosing a new direction. It's saying a year from now, which is a long time. We'll put some more cards. You're going to choose a new direction, Leo. Okay, and this direction is going to be filled with abundance. Okay, showing up here. Okay, and it will be the perfect timing for you as well with those cards there. You need to remain positive. Okay, so it's saying a year from now, Leo, you're going to choose a new direction, and this direction will be filled with abundance, and it's going to be the perfect timing for you, and you need to remain positive. I know it seems to be a long time, I understand that, but those are the cards that are coming out here. Okay, it's telling you also that you need to reconsider. I don't stop pulling the cards until they stop making sense. So you need to reconsider a romance, because the situation is going to improve as well. Okay, so it's saying you need to reconsider, Leo, a romance, because the situation is going to improve. Okay, that's where it stops. All right, let's get those cards again. So your advice from the angels this week, Leo, is a year from now, you're going to choose a new direction, and that direction is going to be filled with abundance. All right, so maybe it's something to do with the job here. There's something new being offered to be some of you guys over the next few days, but you're going to take a step back to consider it, with that Page of Wands being you looking into this Ace of Pentacles, probably because you show as being a page because you're really kind of feeling quite vulnerable and unsure. You're probably going to need to speak to a partner or a loved one about it, and there are a few decisions that you need to make. So that might come with this, that you're looking for that perfect opportunity. It might be saying, not for all of you, but for some of you, well, a year from now, you're definitely going to choose a new direction. That's going to be filled with abundance. It's going to be perfect timing, and you need to remain positive. So maybe if something's not working out here, you need to remain positive, because in a year from now, you're going to be where you want to be. Also, romance-wise, reconsider a romance, it's saying, because the situation is going to improve. Okay, that's your reading, Leo. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section below to my website, or you can click on the link in the video here that should be popping up now. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.